I'm going to show you how to customize your very own portfolio website and sales system for getting customers. And so basically what you're going to do is download the file, and it will be a zip file. And then once you unzip it, you're going to see a bunch of folders that go into the folder, and you're going to see a bunch of subfolders like this. The website itself is the portfolio website. So we're going to double click on that. And you're going to see all of these files and a few folders in there. Okay, all of that stuff has to stay in the same place. Now I'm going to show you how to edit it first, and then I'm going to show you how to upload it to your actual website. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually be able to look at a preview in real time of the changes that we make to the site. And the way we're going to do that is right here on our local computer, we're going to click on where it says index. That is your main portfolio page. We're going to right click, and then we're going to open that in a browser. All right, so in this case, I'm using Firefox, but it doesn't really matter. When you do that, you're going to see the default page. Okay, so this is exactly what it looks like. And you can see that it's super professional. And essentially, it has everything you need. You know, you would only really need to change the links and a couple other things if you want to, but you could totally customize it to make it unique if you want to do that. And I'm going to show you each of those steps. Now, what I'm going to show you requires a little bit of ability to work in a text editor only. Or, you know, if you prefer, you could certainly use a website or an HTML editor. If you're uncomfortable doing that, you can easily go on Fiverr or any outsourced site, and somebody could do this for you literally in like an hour. So it wouldn't cost you very much money at all if you knew what you wanted it to say. But I'm just going to show you how to edit the elements. So with the index page, we're just going to open this in a text editor. For me, I like to use TextPad. It's a free download if you want to get it off the internet, but you can use any text editor. And when you first open the page, it's a little intimidating if you don't know HTML and you've never done this before, because there's a lot of codes and stuff like that, but don't let that scare you off. It's actually very, very simple. All we're going to do is find whatever we want to edit here on that page, and then we're going to be able to edit it. So for example, if we wanted to edit the headline, all right, we're going to go ahead and just copy this, Control C, and then we're going to go back to our text editor. And we're just going to do search, find, and we're going to paste that in there and do find next. Okay, and there it is. Okay, stunning videos to build your brand, attract more leads. And that's exactly what this says. So that is the headline. We just found the headline. So if instead of stunning, I wanted to say breathtaking, I just changed that word. And then when I go ahead and I click save, now I refresh this, and it'll say breathtaking. Okay, so you could change anything that you want that simply. All right, and so that is how we change the text. Now I'm going to actually go back because I want to keep this the default page. But the yellow part is where it just says span class yellow. All right, so build your brand. So if you wanted to add things more to the white part of the headline, right, you could just add it before the span. If you wanted it to be where the yellow is, you add it after the span. And there's an open tag, span class equals yellow, and a close tag with a hash and then span, okay, and those little caret symbols. So if I wanted to get rid of the yellow, for example, and make it all white, this part, okay, I could go ahead and I could just delete that span part and this span part. And then when I click save, and I go back here and I refresh it, now this is all white, okay? So that's how you can change the color of the headline. Now I'm going to put that back in. Track more leads. So that is how the text editing is going to work. And it works the same thing for the subheadline, same thing for the pre-headline, same thing for this line here. All right, so all the headline stuff, all you have to do is search for it in the body. When you find it, you can make the edits, you can save it, and then you could go and refresh the local cache page that you have here, and it will make those changes for you. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to do here. If I save that, it should turn that back to yellow because I put the yellow tags back in. Okay, so Once we've done that, the other thing you may want to change is the logo. Now, I'll go through in another video all of the marketing assets that you get, so you could choose a logo and things like that. But in terms of how to change the logo, okay, we know this is near the top of the page, so we just need to go down and find, in this case, it's an image, and it says source images / logo.png, okay? So that is our logo on this particular page. So if I wanted to change that, I have basically what we're going to do is we're going to take whatever logo that we want. So let me just find another logo. Okay, so let's say I wanted to use this as my logo instead. I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to go back into my customer sales system. I'm going to go back into my portfolio website. And then this is very important. Whatever logo you want to use or any other images, you need to take the actual image and put it in the images folder. Okay, there's a bunch of images in here that the web page uses. I'm just going to do paste, and I'm going to paste that in there. Okay, now I need to take note of the name of it. Okay, right now it's logo.png, but this is Cliptasia-icon.png. So now I need to go back to this page, and where it is logo, right here, I need to change this to Cliptasia, what was it, icon.png. So you have to make sure you have the whole name correct, okay? And we're going to leave the images folder the way it is. All right, so when I go back in here, it's Cliptasia-icon.png, Cliptasia-icon.png. If I save this, and now I go back to my page and I refresh this again, you can see that it changed my logo, okay? Obviously, I would resize this and things like that. It doesn't fit, but I'm just showing you how to actually make the change, okay? So now I'm going to go back because I don't want that. All right, so any image that you're going to add to your page, it's 2 steps. It's put the actual image in the images folder and then make the link to it on the actual web page. All right, so that's how you would change the logo as well. Now I've changed it back. Wait, did I save it? If I save this now, and then I go back here, this way we can preview our changes in real time. And once we get the page we like, then we can upload it to our website. Now, assuming all the rest of this is good, now we can scroll down here and to the videos, all right? So let's say that I wanted to put a different video here, and it wasn't about pet sitters either. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to search for pet sitters, because that's text and it makes it very easy to find. So if I want to replace that video, I can find pet sitters, okay? And there it is. Okay, so now if instead I call this my video, right? And I save that. Now I go back here and I refresh it. It changes from pet sitters to my video. So that's how you change the title of the video. Search for the title, and then you're just going to change it. Now for the videos themselves, this is actually very easy. All you're going to do is you need to upload your video to YouTube, and then you're going to take the characters at the very end of the URL and you're going to paste it here. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm not going to walk you through how to upload videos to YouTube and stuff like that. They have a million tutorials. If you're not sure how to do that, you can look those up on YouTube. But basically, all you need is a free YouTube account. And what you're going to do is when you create a video that you want to feature on your portfolio, you're going to upload it to YouTube. When you've done that, you're going to have your videos up here like this. Okay, so now let's just say that this was the video that I wanted to replace it with. All right, all I have to do is go to Get Shareable Link, and then link is copied to clipboard. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here to a text file just to show you this. I'm going to open a new file, and I'm going to paste that link in. And what you'll see is every YouTube link has this in common, and then there's a slash, and then there's this like just random string of characters or whatever. That's the one that we want to copy. And we're going to go in and we're going to replace where it says data-ID under the title of the video. Okay, so this was the title. This was Pet Sitters. I changed it to my video. And then there's a YouTube player and data ID with this numerical code. I'm going to put right at the start, inside the two quotes, I'm going to replace that with the numerical code of the new video I want to do. And then I'm going to hit save. Now when I go back here and I replace this, what you're going to see is it replaces the video. Okay, so that's how you can replace all the videos in your entire portfolio, or you can keep them the way that they are. It's totally up to you. Okay, but that is how we're going to replace those. Now I'm just going to back those changes out again. Okay, and let me just make sure it made those changes again. I want to make sure that I keep the default page for you. Okay, now the next question is, what if I wanted to add more videos or remove some? Okay, so this is really easy as well. So basically they're in pairs of videos. So if you want to remove them, then all you're going to need to do is look for where you have the title of the video, so Pet Sitters, and then you're going to go above that to where it says div class bg/red box video. And you're going to highlight the title, the other div, and then also the div YouTube player. Okay, and that is that whole video embedding there. So now if I delete that, then I save it and I go back to the page and refresh it, you'll see that Pet Sitters disappears. But the one thing you need to keep in mind is this is 2 columns of videos. So if you do that, you're going to have an uneven column with 3 on one and 4 on the other. So you either need to delete from both columns, or what you need to do is replace it with something. Okay, so first let me just put that code back. Now, that is one whole column. And you'll see those are the videos in order: Pet Sitters, Travel Agents, Party Planners. Okay, well, let me just refresh. After I have to save the other page actually. Okay, save and then refresh this. And then you'll see it's Pet Sitters, Travel Agents, Party Planners, Real Estate Agents. You can see that is that whole column of videos. Now the other column of videos starts where it says div class column. And again, this one is accountants, wedding planners, cafes and restaurants. Okay, so accountants, wedding planners, cafes, restaurants, personal trainers. So basically you want to make the columns even is essentially the point. And so if that's the way that you want to do it, you would want to subtract one from both, or copy one to the other, or whatever, so you have an even number of videos in both. Now, if I want to add a video, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to copy div and above the title, and I'm going to copy it down the title line, the next div, and then the YouTube embed div next to it. I'm going to do Control-C to copy, Enter to create a space, and then Control-V to paste it in. That is going to paste that video in. Now, it's a duplicate of Real Estate Agents, but it's a placeholder that I can then edit. So if I save and refresh, now if I scroll down, you'll see I have 2 Real Estate Agents videos. So again, you want to match the columns, so you have the same number of videos in both columns, but basically you can see 2 Real Estate Agent videos there. So then I would just update that Real Estate Agent video with whatever title and embed code I wanted to update it to the next video. And then I would want to add another one down at the bottom. So I might duplicate personal trainers or something like that to make it even. Now I'm going to just undo that. And I want to save it again so you get the right default page, and I'll refresh it to make sure everything reset. Okay, good. So now we've got our videos, we've got our headline. Now we scroll down and the text at the bottom works exactly the same way. Any of this that you want to change, you highlight it. Any of this text is all the same. You're going to highlight whatever you want and then go search for it on the HTML version of the page. Okay, so we're going to go in here and you can do a search and go find, and then it will show you exactly where that text is. So you can make edits to that text any way that you want, and all that text exists right there. Okay, so you can change any or all of that if you want, or you can leave it. Then the next thing is the logo at the bottom. Okay, so I didn't cover this at the top, but this is the same logo as at the top. So if you want to change the logo and you change the name of the logo, it's important when you go in here, you look at the very bottom of the page, you'll see another reference to logo.png. Okay, there's a line in there where it says images/logo.png. So when you go to change the logo, you need to change the one at the top, but you also need to search at the bottom and find it. And you can see that it's right there. And once you change the name of that one too, it'll update the logo in both places. Okay, so that's very important if you want to have the logo look consistent on the page. Now, the last thing that we need to do is we need to actually go ahead and replace the button. All right, so if we go back, there's a buy button here. Now, ideally, that is when someone clicks it, it's going to go to your checkout page. So you need to find that button text, and you can search for it, or you can just see that it's right there. Get your custom video now. Okay, so over where it says Ahref, and then right there with the hashtag buy, that is where you're going to put your payment link. So this could be a PayPal link, it could be ClickBank, JVZoo, wherever you're using for Stripe, whatever payment link you get for buying your video service, that's the link that goes in there. And the idea is when the user clicks the button, it will take them to the checkout page where they can pay for your service and then get their own custom video. Okay, so that is the link that you want to change. And when you do that, this button will now go to your checkout page. They can buy your video, and that's it for the page. Okay, so it's really simple. It's a beautiful page. You can pay somebody to make edits to it if you don't know how to do it, and you can change anything and everything if you want. Okay, but I've showed you how to do all of the main things. Now, there are some terms pages at the bottom that you'll notice as well. I'm going to show you how to do that on another video. And in addition to that, I'm going to show you how to upload this to your website. But basically, that's it for creating a super professional portfolio page. And it literally just takes you minutes to make those edits and make it your own.